Just going to add a short disclaimer at the start here. During Formula J videos, I will be commentating as my driver character. Just so we got that out of the way. Live in 3, 2, 1. In the storied history of Formula 1, young drivers are rare. We got together, the FIA decided why not have a junior league where contestants ages 13 through 18 can compete to win a championship just like us guys do in Formula 1. My name is Paul Wilson, and welcome to the Spanish J Prix Junior Grand Prix here at Circuit de Catalunya, which Formula 1 visited a few weeks ago, but we decided not quite to start as a feeder series because we did attempt it in Canada, but everyone crashed within the first 3 laps because rain was heavy. But it will be a short season, actually, consisting of races contested. The first one will be on the Great Britain Short as a support for the Formula 1 race coming up in a couple weeks there. Not really much to say, so let's get down to the track to start this race. Lights out from Nunez in Catalonia, and a strong start from everyone up front. It looks like Lyla Brokov is going to try to perform heroics on Zahra Jones. Is going to try to hold on to turn 2. Will not be able to. Falls to Axel Donovic, Serbia, as Donovic now takes the lead in the Spanish J Prix. And already we got a virtual safety car. Let's see how that happens. Looks like Sauber, who is the only one not in the pre-specified age range to be in this league. Getting down to it. We'll start with some driver stories because none of these people are really well known. We'll start with race leader Axel Donovic in Serbia, who is 13 years old. Started racing go-karts. Performed well in school line. Though generally liked, did not have any friends on his profile. It says he wishes to make friends, especially Mercedes, with both his engineers team principal Toto Wolff and teammate Lyla Brokov, who sits through it right now. Not really much to say. Though she was spotted as a potential talent heading to go-karts for the first time just a month ago, found by when Formula J was initially formed. Was the last car standing. Was the last car standing on the Canadian J Prix, though that one was just scrubbed because she only made it to the Wall of Champions on lap 2. My sister, Sarah Wilson, doesn't really have a lot of experience in motorsports. Funny story, there's a Canadian top racing NASCAR Cup Series that Iceland plays something about way too late to turn 8, touched him, they spun out. got collected by Sarah. So, yeah, that intentional was entirely not. As you see, Donovic continues to lead. And the 7 of Santiago Lima is level 10. 10 heroics on the red bull. That looks like Amber Sport. And Marco Horvat, Croatia looks on. Sport. Both being from America. And the sport actually did briefly race in NASCAR. Though was eventually sacked by HMS, citing a lack of good results. Hoping to turn her career around, coming to Formula J against, I'd say a softer talent, not quite as fast as or the NASCAR Cup Series. Though she did share some common competitors with myself. The hospital that is provision Arslan of Turkey, 14-year-old. The only difference being my number is 25, not 20. Romance protege, now attempting heroics in the first turn. A little walk-up, nothing to be done. Nothing to be done by Arslan, or actually I think that was behind him. Pretty good wheel battle now. Let's actually go back a little bit to when this started. So I need to make out who that is. That is Mayah Van der Zande. Then Tyler Mann out of England is going to attempt. They'll fight back with Van der Zande on the inside. Mann is going to have an inside lane on this turn. Not quite reaching at the spot, but still wheel-to-wheel action. Looks like Mann is going to pull out ahead of Mayah Van der Zande. Taking position, yellow flags are out. Oh, someone is off. Let's go a little ways up the road. Ooh. A collision with Charles Sauber, 35 of Zahra Jones. Sauber and he runs the Renault on the road. Charles Sauber. Sweden. Just sort of walking his way on the team. Didn't really get in on talent because, as we can tell, based on how he's been driving, he does not possess it. As you can see now, Lyla Brokov is taking second off of Santiago Lima. Or no, that would have been off of Zahra Wilson after Charles Sauber collided. Okay, just a disclaimer. Going back out of character again. Driver stories will be more thorough and more of them in future videos when I've actually come up with this stuff, because I'll be like writing it down on a doc or a piece of paper just to keep with me, and I'm still having to look at the sheet for names. So that's why commentary seems sort of bad. Anyway, back into character as soon as the video resumes. Not a fire, it looks like pit stops might be starting soon. As we see Axel Donovic leading Lyla Brokov with Nunez. Will start closing the gap a little bit. Donovic at Sauber, just 13 years old. Time of his hiring, and even today he was 13 years old. So pit stop's not actually happening quite yet. It's like Brokov now trying to hunt him down in 15-year-old Russia. I guess it's also worth noting that okay, Brokov, time to go to the outside bump, son. But will get the inside into turn 2 and makes the pass into turn 3. As I'd started to be saying before, we jokingly call this the more Hunger Games, but with more than one car, as it's pretty much the only correlation is the teams are allowed one male, one female driver. 2 drivers on the roster. The only difference between this and the Hunger Games is that everyone gets to go home, not just the one survivor. And those are rated PG-13. I think given that this is a 13 or 18 league, I think talking about the Hunger Games should be allowed, right? And considering that I just watched the first one last week. Getting a little bit sidetracked, though nothing really seems to be happening on track. Well, not on track, but pit stops are now beginning. That Mayah Van der Zande to take the pits. Team gets out. And a quick stop, but Red Bull Banks comes in. Now here comes Mann Haas. That is Eskol Jensen out of Sweden, age 13. And what is Sauber doing? When I go to the 11. Pires, the 16-year-old Argentina. And Zahra Jones now trying to hunt down, who is that? That is 8 of Tyler Mann, 17-year-old second oldest in the field, at least years-wise. On board with him now. On this 7th lap race. Now on board with Karla Crabtree, the 18-year-old from the French Polynesia. At least I think this is Crabtree. Taking a look to confirm. Yes, it is. She now heads to the pits, as goes almost everyone. not sure what for. Williams. Crabtree, though, having completed service already. And Brokov, we see here. Looks like the Sauber, Alexis Abrams, the 15-year-old Canadian, will be holding up. Brokov against Nunez. Looks like the sport might as well. Brokov cannot get close enough to attempt any overtakes, but she will get the lead from Alexis Abrams as Amber Sport looks to pursue. Now Abrams dives to the pits. We got about a three. It's Brokov versus Sport down into turn 1. Sport looks like she's going to attempt something. Sticks it on the inside of turn 1. We'll get the spot. Amber Sport's the lead. What an overtake, considering both had DRS. Now, Santiago Lima, the 17-year-old Brazilian, settles in 4th. Going a quick rundown here, Amber Sport leads. Amber Sport leads with Brokov in 2nd. 77, Axel Donovic sits 3rd. In 4th sits Santiago Lima. Then Marco Horvat, unfortunately. Croatia, Amber Sport, Sarah Wilson, American. Then it's Tyler Mann of Haas, with Zahra Jones out of UAE driving for Mann. After that, it's very Bostwick, the team-year-old Australian. Looking to see who that is. That is Crystal Lake for Toro Rosso. And then it's Alexis Abrams. Arslan looks like 20, followed by the 11, the Pires out of Argentina, followed then by Eskol Jensen, the 13-year-old Swedish driver, 31 of Abraham Hassan from Egypt. Oh wait, that's Zahra Jones at 55. You see, I still haven't memorized all these names yet. Karla Crabtree, the French Polynesian we talked about. French Polynesian, not a place to think of drivers coming from, racing drivers, especially one hopes racing in Formula 1 maybe in the future. Though you do have to promote out of being 18 years old and such. And I'm thinking I might possibly start doing the fantasy roster thing for F1 2018, at least starting next season or something. At least start doing that once again, as I do in NASCAR Heat 5. One thing I've considered. Amber Sport in the lead, unable though to pull away from Lyla Brokov. Brokov is well within the DRS range and near DRS zone. And oh, that's not good. Oh man. And it looks like the 77 of Donovic has crashed into the Sauber through no fault of his own. Sauber spun out and collided Sauber doing a terrible job. Oh, spinning out as he tries to. It looks like Brokov has retaken the lead. Let's see how it happened. As we broke away to see the collision between Donovic and Sauber, oh yeah, Brokov gets in the slipstream of Anderson, goes around the outside, and easily, oh no, box up in turn 1, swings around the outside easily to take the lead. Lyla Brokov to the lead, the Spanish champion. Direct protege of Lewis Hamilton, 7-time world champion. As well as fierce competitor. Brokov herself. She was just like myself. I don't want to make this about her, but to compare her story to mine, my first time in a race car was a test with Toro Rosso at Monza. Back before 2009 season. In which I actually got the ride, pretty much coming from being absolutely no one at the time of my hiring at Toro Rosso. It looks like Amber Sport now, up to the rear end of Brokov. I would go on, I would win a few races. I would eventually leave and come back this year and win all 17 races in a send-off for the 2009 Prix package. Send-off season, as they've been racing those chassis since, well, 2009. 11 years. And it's a spot from Hassan. I claimed my first driver's title. And in a terrible twist of irony, the team I have a grudge with this season was the team I was driving for when I came back. Either way, Sport now going to try something on Brokov, and Brokov herself hadn't even been karting before Mercedes saw her event at the Sochi Autodrome, in which she impressed, claimed to have never driven a go-kart before, went on and beat some pretty fast rising talents. They decided to sign her for Formula J. This is only the second race she's participated in, doing a stellar job. 5 laps to go now. Amber Sport looking for anything to give. And Marco Horvat, Croatia, on the converse of Lyla Brokov, has been karting since he was 4. This kid has wanted to be behind the wheel of a race car forever, and this is actually his first time in a car race. Go-karting used to be his specialty. Horvat now 15. It's been 11 years since his first race. Between 2009 and my debut in the NASCAR Truck Series, I really didn't race, so I had to combine maybe about a year's worth of racing experience. But, I think at this point I'd be closer to a year and a half. This dude's been racing longer than I have. Though everyone sort of slower than we are in Formula 1. Just taking it easy, not really trusting that the car has your back. That's completely natural. Places like Silverstone, turns 1, 2, and 9 are a lot faster than they feel like they should be. Horvat doing a good job though, adjusting and adapting when I'll try to go past Charles Sauber. There's contact. Oh! That was not cool. Marco Horvat wrecked by Charles Sauber. Almost looks as if it was deliberate. Horvat, absolutely nothing he could do. As you see in the mirror, Charles Sauber, as he goes past, the crash is inevitable. You can see absolutely nothing for Horvat to do as he comes out onto the track and virtual safety car is deployed. Amber Sport now right on the back of Lyla Brokov. This is shaping up to be a fascinating race. For Formula J standards. I mean, Formula 1, you're probably not going to get something like we raced in Canada with my near dead heat finish with Ricardo. I did not get it. Ricardo got it. I just gave it everything I could with or without DRS. I think with DRS I could have won, but here we go. Amber Sport attempted to pass on the outside of turn 10. That is interesting. She will get the spot though. As they come out, Amber Sport now leads in Spanish GP. How about that? With 3 laps to go now. Doesn't mind getting the job done. Brokov though, not going to work. There's a time. Brokov not going to give anything up though. Brokov goes through on Sport to take the lead with just 3 laps to go in the dying stages of this J3. Can Brokov pull away? They are both running the same tire compound, so really shouldn't expect anything too complicated. No. So, that tire is got back to flying a 737. By hand, reading on this. Like one of the few people in the world who would actually do that. But enough about me. About the race, as you would expect, looks like 15-year-old from Russia starting to pull away from the American. They're going to come around now, 2 laps to go. Laps to go. Does Amber Sport have anything? This is the race. Santiago Lima. Unless something happens to either Sport or Brokov, or can optimally both, he is realistically out of contention. This is the race. Sport going to give it everything. Looks like, though, she's struggling in the corners, as that's where Brokov is pulling her away. But it looks like Sport is going to try to stay with her. The gap is pretty far, but if Sport can get the power down, which he doesn't really. She could try to get within DRS range. DRS is really Sport's only hope of winning at this point. It looks like Sport does get DRS though. Close up a little bit on Brokov. Right up to her back bumper. I love this camera. step for the female community in racing. Two of them fighting for the win. That was Santiago Lima from Brazil, the 17-year-old from Ferrari. Looks on 1 lap to go. Can Amber Sport do anything? It does not look like it. Charles Sauber moves over. Brokov now. Looking to pull away. Amber Sport running out of chances to get it back. Interferes from Sauber. This is definitely the only 2 cars left in it. It looks like it might be Brokov's race. Brokov managing fuel. So that's fuel. DRS is at 5. I am not familiar with Mercedes. But it looks like it. 14-15 chicane, nothing Amber Sport could do. It looks like Lyla Brokov is going to win the Spanish Prix. Valiant effort from Amber Sport. Santiago Lima comes across the line, while Zahra Wilson comes in as well. What is Charles Sauber doing? Tyler Mann, the 8. Number 8 Haas will come around, taking 5th for his team. Valiant drive by him. While McLaren, I can't tell who that is, I think that's the 14, Gary Bostwick. Mayah Van der Zande will come out of the final turn. Whoa, coming dangerously close to Sauber. And Alexis Abrams comes next, followed by both Force Indias and the other Haas. I'm forgetting names. Crystal Lake will come out of the final turn. And I have lost track of positions, but I'm pretty sure we're at the points. Karla Crabtree and the 27, followed by Charles Sauber, not 27, that is. Carlos Dimitri, the 16-year-old from Russia. And that is the end of this race. So looking through, winning the race will be Lyla Brokov, the 15-year-old Russian, for Mercedes. Amber Sport will follow so close behind, but be unable to get the victory. Then it will be Santiago Lima taking the final spot on the podium. Good job for him. With Zahra Wilson finishing 4th. Solid drive for her, despite that collision with Charles Sauber earlier on. Looking who that is Tyler Mann of Great Britain, the 17-year-old. Behind him, it will be in 5th, Gary Bostwick, the 18-year-old Australian. Mayah Van der Zande will take 6th. Good drive for her. Let's see. Alexis Abrams, the 15-year-old Canadian, will take 7th. Fantastic job. 8th will be, trying to look who this is, 31. Sorry, I have to look this up. I haven't really got over it. Abraham Hassan of Egypt. Then it will be Rita Pires of Argentina with Leslie Arslan of Turkey. The 77 of Axel Donovic of Serbia, after a great run early on, heartbreaking collision with Charles Sauber, sees his front wing damaged, he needs to replace it. With Zahra Jones of the UAE, 18 years old. It looks like Crystal Lake out here, because while we did not see it, I do have confirmation that Eskol Jensen of Sweden did have to drop out of the race. Trying to see who this is. Karla Crabtree of the French Polynesia comes up next in the results, with Carlos Dimitri, and finally Charles Sauber. It will be better in the future. I know the execs are going to blast me away for the terrible quality of this commentary, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know exactly what. This is my first time commentating, really. Though I guess sometimes I would do a truck or Xfinity race over a NASCAR. I don't know. I'll take a look at this and see what does and doesn't need to be better. Probably everything does need to be better. See how, to see it better, how I can improve in my commentary skills and presentation skills. The next race will come in a couple weeks as a support race for the British Grand Prix, which I'll be taking place in. Hopefully at that point, within mathematical championship hunt, as though I am realistically out of it, although I realistically can still do it, I have to get mathematically back in it. Anyway, this has been, my name is Paul Wilson. I've been bringing to you Formula J, the youngest racing series in motorsport right now. Anyway, until the British J Prix, I will see you in the future.